Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Steve Preston. I'm the city manager here in San Gabriel, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome you to this year's State of the City address. Now, I need to tell you, this is record-breaking. This is the largest crowd that we have had yet turn out for a State of the City address, so let's give a round of applause to the mayor and council and all of the staff who work so hard to put this event together every year. I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment before we begin just to acknowledge the work of Melanie Benson and Lauren Gold, who were critically involved in making this success. Let's give them a round of applause today. And we want to thank the good folks here at the Mission Playhouse and in our Community Services Department for lending their facilities. Isn't this a beautiful place to have the speech? Here has been actively involved in community service in San Gabriel for more than 20 years. He's currently a board member of the San Gabriel Community Foundation, the West San Gabriel Valley YMCA, and the San Gabriel Valley Music Theater, vice president of LA County Access Services, a member of the San Gabriel Kiwanis Club, Friends of the San Gabriel Library, the San Gabriel Historical Association, and the founding president of the San Gabriel United Chinese Association. Chin-Ho has previously been active with San Gabriel Valley Medical Center Foundation, the Rotary Club, the Asian Youth Center, and the San Gabriel Education Foundation. And for those of you who have not seen Chin-Ho in action, you also know he's our dancing mayor. At any community event where there's music and a beat, you can count on him to swing and sway with the best of them. And as many of you know, he is also an excellent singer. Now he might choose to honor you with a little bit of song, but first I think he has a marvelous message prepared for you today, and so without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce your mayor, Chin-Ho Liao.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chin-Ho Liao, and I'm the mayor of St Gabriel. People call me dancing mayor. No, I prefer people's mayor because I'm here to serve people. I'm here to serve every one of you. So anyway, I would like to thank you for coming today to hear the annual State of City address in this beautiful and historical Mission Playhouse. Let's just take a couple of minutes, look around you. Today, I will tell you all about the city of St. Gabriel has accomplished in this year and where we're headed in the future. First, I would like to recognize several important people in the audience today. Let's see, we have Vice Mayor Kevin Sawkins, Councilmember Judy Costanzo, and Councilmember Jason Poo. And we also have the City Clerk Eleanor Andrews. And our City Manager Steve Preston. Finance Director, let's see, Thomas Marston. Oh, he's standing in the back. Of course, Assistant City Manager Marcella Marlowe. Well, this guy is very important to our city, and he's new. He is the Police Chief Eugene Harris. And Fire Chief Mario Rueda. Yeah, Mario. Public Works Director and City Engineer Darren Greeley. Community Development Director Armane Shaparian. And Chief City Clerk Gloria Moeda. She's in the back, waiting. And Community Service Director Rebecca Perez. Mission Playhouse Director Anna Cross. And we have commissioners, Community Service Commissioner Virginia Mullen, Civil Service Commissioner Frank Chavez. and also Planning Commissioner Camila Vera. Let's see, we got more. Former St. Gabriel Mayor and Council Member Mary Camarano. And St. Gabriel Community Library Manager Julie Sorensen. Executive Director of St. Gabriel Chamber of Commerce, Cindy Roscoe. CEO of the Rosemead Chamber of Commerce, Ray Jang. And former Assemblyman and current Vice President of Los Angeles County College Board, Mike Ng. I think he's late. Ellie just walked in. Wave, Ellie. And West St. Gabriel Valley Association of Realtors, liaison for St. Gabriel is Karen Gui. And District Director Becky Chen from the Office of Congresswoman Judy Chu. Hey, Becky. And of course, District Director Daisy Ma from the Office of Assembly Member Ed Chow. But also I see Elizabeth, she's also from Judy Chu's office. Oh, Judy Sorensen, why don't you wave? I didn't see you. Okay, stand up, you're so short. Okay, if I miss out anyone, please let me know and I'll try to catch up with you. Okay. So, yeah, I want to say this is very exciting. This is very exciting because we have done quite a bit in this year, and it's all because the staff and the city council have worked so hard. So we pretty much accomplished our goals and priorities in St. Gabriel. So. And finally, before I begin, I would also like to mention that you should have found a speaker comment card on your seat. So if you have a question about the presentation, please write it on the card and we'll collect them at the end of the speech and I'll answer you. Okay? To get started, we talking about the state of the city of St. Gabriel, we need to talk about our foundation, which are the mission statement and vision statement. You can see those here on the slide. So in 2015, the City Council developed a strategic plan that set forth 5 major goals for the organization to help us further our core mission and vision. And those 5 goals are shown here. Each year, we outline our city budget. We use those 5 strategic goals as our guide for how to allocate funds toward different programs, services, and initiatives. Just take a look at the way we're spending our money in the coming year. This year's budget places an emphasis on streets, sewers, and technology and economic development, and building our brand new police station. You can read more about the budget in our Budget in Brief brochures, which are available along with other interesting handouts on the table in the back of the room. Now, we're just beginning to spend our 2016 and 17 budget, but it's also important to take a look back at everything we accomplished already. Thanks to hard work by our city staff and important decision by the entire city council, we have already made a great deal of progress this year toward reaching our goals. Let's give them a big round of applause. The first goal we have as a city is to build and improve our infrastructure. And this year, we have completed several significant projects. First, we updated and improved our city facilities so that our employees can have the workplace and resources to better serve the community. This summer, we officially opened the brand new Public Works Department headquarters at the 917 East Grand Avenue. This is the first new facility built in St. Gabriel in many decades. In addition, the new Public Works facility completion means that this year, we can finally begin with the initial work on the new Police Department headquarters. Finally, staff in multiple departments have launched efforts for city beautification to improve our community, including bulky items pickup and massage establishment inspections. The Mission Playhouse refers its historical fire curtain now is beautifully displayed on stage prior to every performance. Also, passersby walking through the Mission District may have noticed the old Playhouse marquee signs came down this summer. The theater now has a brand new sign with historically appropriate architecture and LED message board. So that's another exciting things that we have done. But most important, streets and sewers are one of our top priority in St. Gabriel. And we have worked so hard to meet the community infrastructure needs. This year we began a major street paving project on Delmar Avenue, completing the first phase from Mission to Wells Street in September. Staff is already hard at work planning the next phase from Norwood to Freeway 10, and which is scheduled to begin construction this winter. In addition, we're continuing to make needed upgrades for our aging sewer systems. And another major milestone that came this year was the completion of 4 bridges for the 8th St. Gabriel Trench project. The trench will be completed in 2017, and it takes 5 years to do this project. So we're very proud of that. We're not only making improvements to the roads that yet go through our city, but also we want to improve our destinations. By spring of next year, we'll complete improvements at the Vincent Local Park, including picnic shelters, table, playground equipment, and outdoor fitness equipment. We're also starting construction this winter on Marshall Park, a project the community has waited for a long time, and it should be complete next summer. And I believe the construction will start next month. Marshall Park is in the south side on Delmar and Marshall Avenue. So this is great news for the people that live in the south end. They don't have a park. Now they will have a brand new park. As we continue to move forward with new and exciting projects in St. Gabriel, it is important that we do not forget our city's great history. You can applaud. So this building, for instance, it was built in 1927. Our mission was built in 1771. Next door, it was a hotel. It's called Ramona Hotel, but it is beautiful. But anyway, when you have a chance to visit the old grapevine in the middle of the courtyard. So we're very proud of our history and heritage and culture. Because St. Gabriel was international famous city at that time. So, hey, we really appreciate our old glories. So this effort goes hand in hand with the City Council moratorium for a single-family home demolition, which council recently voted extend to 2017. And the reason for that is we need to begin the process of update the historical preservation and cultural resources ordinance to better protect our historic structures and neighborhoods. So the moratorium aims to curb so-called Missionization in our neighborhoods. And finally, an issue that many people might not know about is the storm water. I think we faced about $83 million for storm water cleanup. But it is an important issue. Stormwater is regulated through the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, which works to reduce runoff and pollutants in the drain system. In addition, stormwater can also be a valuable water source, especially during this California drought. So the city is working very hard to increase stormwater capture. We don't want to waste anything. So stormwater is not just the waste. We want to capture all this water. And maybe in the future, if we don't have any water, we have to turn into stormwater to drinking water. So the city is also taking many steps to improve stormwater management. Well, another of the council's major goals is to generate economic development in St. Gabriel. And most of you, I'm sure, you're here to hear about the projects that we're doing and in the future, what kind of project we're doing. So, we're working so hard to make sure St. Gabriel continues to be a business-friendly environment. So we welcome all the business. Staff and council members attended ICSC conferences in Las Vegas and San Diego and network with national retailers that residents want to see in St. Gabriel, which including Starbucks, we need one, we don't have one yet, but we will have one, and Aldi grocery store and 85 Degrees Bakery. Just a few weeks ago, we had our second annual Dumpling and Beer Festival, which was a smashing success. I'm, very proud that we can attract so many people that come to our festivities nowadays. Last week we have the Halloween, it's called Happy Fall event. We attract, my estimation, I believe 30,000 people. But anyway, next year we're going to do bigger and better Lunar New Year, and hopefully we'll have the event on Valley Boulevard. We can attract 100,000 people. So, hey, give us a big round of applause. Okay, so one of the reasons we want to do events here because we really like the historical Mission District, and especially this theater, okay, the Mission Playhouse. And we want to promote this Mission District as a center for art, entertainment, shopping, and dining. And in the future, you can see, well, yeah, this is going to be an exciting place for tourists. You can come to see show and stuff for dinner or coffee, or visit an art gallery or antique shops. So hey, this is all in the plan. Right now in St. Gabriel, there is more going on in the terms of development than ever before. We have dozens of projects underway right now that will ultimately help revitalize and refurbish our community, as well as generate new revenues for important city programs. By the end of next year, we'll have two, maybe more, but two, by the end of next year, we have two brand new national brand hotels on Valley Boulevard. The first one is Sheraton St. Gabriel, If you drive on Valley Boulevard, already 4 stories up, at 303 East Valley Boulevard, which is in addition to 288 rooms, we will have a retail space and including an American steakhouse, which is something we don't have, and we're going to have one finally. Another one is the Hyatt Place Hotel at 101 West Valley. Will have 222 room hotels and plus 85 residential units right next to the hotel and 50,000 square feet of commercial space. Isn't that exciting? And hopefully you can attract, again, national name brand stores to come into our city. There are also several mixed-use projects on the horizon. The Las Tunas Regency, Mission View Plaza and Rubio Village, the Province and Royal Walk, the One and Mission Villa. So in addition to all these projects, they are already underway. There are 2 major opportunity sites in our city that are generating some attention from potential developers. One of the largest sites to go up for sale in the city for some time now was the growing land for the St Gabriel Nursery. Okay? And that is 5.8 acre site sold in June. And the project, while it's only in very initial planning stage, I've heard they submit 5 preliminary drawings already, or 6. Will likely include commercial space, open space, and housing. I've heard they try to make this project look like Americana in Glendale, so that'll be a great project in St Gabriel. Another project is the old Citizen Business Bank lot at the corner of Del Mar and Las Tunas. And I believe this will be a good site for a national brand also. There's talk about maybe possible Starbucks. Okay, moving on to our next major strategic plan goal. This year we made a great effort to increase our community engagement programs. These initiatives, events, and programs aim to help foster civic pride and ownership among St. Gabriel residents and business owners. An exciting event for the city this year was our first ever Coffee with a Cup, put on by the police department. The department held the first event last December and second in April. The events offer a chance for members of the public to interact with our police personnel in a non-emergency setting. But better yet, our new police chief, he held a community sort of engagement meeting at our city council chambers, and there was a huge turnout. And he wants to talk to people face to face, ask them for their questions and their issues. So I believe our police chief will do a lot of good service in the city of St. Gabriel. Let's give him a round of applause. I believe St. Gabriel is so fortunate to have a police chief like that. Okay, all year round, our city held a variety of fun, free events that brought the whole community together. In February, we hosted the second annual Lunar New Year Festival, which was even bigger and better than the inaugural event last year. We already gearing up for next year's event. So save the date. The date for the Lunar New Year is January 28th, 2017. This summer, we continue the Summer Nights series, holding a record 11 free concerts and movies that begin with our second annual Surf's Up kickoff event. The Community Services Department is planning to bring back a new and improved farmers market next year. And also in the spring, the city will launch a brand new Cinco de Mayo festival in partnership with the community group. Gracias, city. This is finally happened in our St. Gabriel. You know, we have Latino culture, but this will happen in 102 years of St. Gabriel history. The Mission Playhouse also taken advantage of the council's new focus and increased budget for community engagement events, holding 23 events this year as part of their Engage program. To give you a sense of what these various events bring to our community, here is a short video summarizing some of the year's activities. Well, did you enjoy it? So all summer long, I was dancing at least 2-3 hours, at night, and hopefully I can lose 1 pound. But unfortunately, I think I gained 5 pounds. But let's give a big round of applause for Anna Claus. She is standing. So we have so much fun this year. Yeah. The purpose, we would like to create a happy community. So we gotta have fun, right? But we're not only connecting with residents at community events, but also we're reaching them in other ways with new and improved forms of communication. This summer, city staff launched a brand new weekly newsletter, City Beat, and that's done by Lauren Go. Lauren, wait. She has done such a fantastic job. And also a redesigned city website. We have also continued to increase followers, reach, and engagement on our social media channels and have made our other great technology improvements. Overall, it has never been easier for residents to find information about the city. Other technology and communication events is including the City Clerk's Department initiative to begin live streaming the City Council meeting in the coming months. Finally, so we can broadcast our council meeting. You don't have to come to our meeting every other Tuesday night. You can watch it from the computer. So it's all about transparency. So you know what we're doing, you know what our issues in the city. So the department also launched an extensive voter outreach campaign to increase turnout in local elections. So no matter what, I don't care who you vote for, make sure you vote. Otherwise, we cannot hear your voice. The finance department is also continuing to expand its budget outreach this year with new programs. And even after the budget was approved, the department went a step further and launched the Budget Transparency Portal. We'll now show a short demonstration video about the portal.
Welcome to the City of San Gabriel's Financial Transparency Portal. In an ongoing pursuit of innovation and transparency, the City of San Gabriel introduced this new interactive reporting tool, data and budget online. This financial transparency portal gives you the ability to examine the data yourself through a series of charts, graphs, and tables. You can access the Financial Transparency Portal at www.sangabrielcity.com/financial portal. To enter the portal, simply click on the Financial Transparency Portal button. On your first visit to the portal, you will be welcomed with a pop-up window where you can click on the How-To button to see the basic functionalities of the portal, or just click Get Started to begin exploring the annual report and budget. The first graph you will see shows the city's expenditures from each fiscal year, including the current year's fiscal budget. Each bar is divided by a department, and you can scroll over each section to see more. You can also click in a section on the graph to see how each department's finances are allocated. The legend on the right changes to reflect the current graph. Right above the legend are icons that allow you to change what type of graph you want to view. You can also download and share any of the data using the Share button at the top of the page. On the left-hand side, under the Views tab, you can find the most frequently asked financial questions, such as revenue and expenses of all city funds, general fund expenditures, and sales tax revenues. You can then use the Filters tab to do more complex findings. You can also download the current year's adopted budget and capital improvement program on the portal as well. Lastly, besides the annual report and budget, there is a checkbook report that allows you to view individual line item expenses. Thank you for watching, and we hope you get a chance to visit St. Gabriel's Financial Transparency Portal. Any questions can be directed to the Finance Department at 626-308-2812.
Okay. All right, so let's give a big round of applause for our Finance Director, Thomas Marson. Moving on, the fourth goal in the City Council strategic plan is to ensure that our residents and visitors, they can experience excellent service with interacting with the city. One of the major components of this initiative is an effort to increase our bilingual service for the members of the community who are more comfortable communicating in a language other than English. 所以主要还就是说可以提供中文的服务。This year we'll continue our communication efforts in Chinese by launching an official city account on WeChat, a Chinese social messaging platform. In addition, the Council approved an initiative to extend bilingual pay benefits to part-time serve residents in all levels of our organization. 所以我们也希望有双语的职员来服务。The final goal of our strategic plan is to find ways to develop new sources of funding projects and and other programs that will benefit our community and increase efficiency and innovations. This fall, we'll begin an important process in conjunction with Hire Consultant Green Play LLC to inventory and evaluate our current programs, parks, facilities, and to create an action plan for the next 20 years. This will allow us to ensure we're successfully meeting our community needs, as well as identify funding opportunities. We'll begin community participation efforts in early 2017 and complete the plan in just 1 year. This year, the Mission Playhouse received its first ever grant from the National Endowment of Arts. In another exciting venue, this playhouse this year started the process to apply for a state and national designation on national registration of historical places. And this would help them to secure grants and other funding in the future. This year was the year of the risk management. We will launch programs to reduce city's risk spending, including a sidewalk repair project, which funded from the Joint Power Insurance Authority, and also we implemented a new land management system and laissez-faire program to improve our city function and accessibility. Finally, the fire department plans to launch a staffing and deployment study next year to evaluate its resources. Okay, so in St. Gabriel, we have accomplished a lot this year. However, no community is without challenges. And St. Gabriel will face its fair share in the coming months and years. I spoke earlier about the great progress that we're making in our community with dozens of new developments on the horizon. However, this construction comes issues with some residents. They have raised about density and historic preservation, and we must continue to work to strike a balance in this area. Another challenge facing St. Gabriel is our ever-changing community. Language barriers as well as cultural barriers can make it very difficult for us as a city government to connect with our entire community. We must continue our work to break down those barriers. In addition, we all know that finding funds to pave the city's streets is a high priority, but also one of the most difficult tasks we face because our limited resource, and we must find ways to generate new funding for infrastructure projects. Finally, affordable housing is a significant issue for many communities, and St. Gabriel is no exception. Affordable housing for seniors is also an important issue. In the future, our goal is to help find resources and affordable senior housing to ensure that our community members have a place to live. We start work on this by initiating a discussion only for a potential housing project at the Del Mar Park and Ride lot. And guess what? We're just, in the beginning stage, we receive hundreds of phone calls. The seniors want to register to wait in line for this affordable senior housing project. Despite the challenges we face, when you look at all what we accomplished and all that we hope to achieve this year, it is impossible not to be proud of our city of St. Gabriel. We're very proud of the city. So from economic development and infrastructure improvements to community engagement and service excellence to innovation and resource development, our city staff and the city council have done a fantastic job at serving the community. I'm extremely excited and honored about how far we have come, and we look forward to seeing our continued process in the future. So, thank you so much for listening today. Now I would like to take questions from the audience. If you have a question, please hand out your complete comment card to the city clerks. And they will come around to collect the cards. So if you'd like to look at today's presentation, the slides available on the city website, and you can also find more information about the city on our new website, social media, and the City Beat weekly newsletter. So do we have public comments or questions from the audience? 你们现在可以填一个表就是说你对我们城市有任何意见任何的不满或者是认为有必须要改进的地方呢你们就填这个表你用中文都可以不要客气。我们主要的目的呢还就是来服务各位。
All right. Is this on? Yes. Are you ready for your first question?
Yes.
Hopefully I can read the writing here. All right, so it asks, will the $55 million of revenue and $56 million in expenditures, how will you make up the difference? Just asking about the budget.
Tom can answer that question. Actually, we have leftover. We have reserve fund. We're rich.
From the city's reserves.
Yes, from city reserve.
How much are reserved?
How much is our reserve, Tom? How much? The question is, how much is reserve?
I don't have that off the top of my head. Obviously, we do fund accounting, so we account for them in separate funds, but I would encourage you to take advantage of the financial transparency portal to get on there. And if you look at either the budget or the capital improvement program, you will be able to see where those reserves are and how we are actually raising the revenues and spending the dollars.
Okay. Well, I can guarantee our city finance is good. We're in the red, so we're okay. Oh, black, not red. Well, we borrow money, but we still can afford to pay the debts.
Okay, this question is about the arts. So it says, Mayor Liao talked about cultural barriers, but art is known as a bridge across barriers. And I know there have been a lot of art exhibitions in St. Gabriel. How would the city utilize opportunities like that to engage with the residents from different backgrounds?
Okay, well, I think that's a good question. For instance, last week we have this art exhibit at the St. Gabriel County Library. And this, she's only 4 feet tall. And she's such an inspiration to me. Anyway, she spent $5 million of her own saving and tried to create a program to teach kids how to write Chinese characters. And these are all very creative art. So, we have actually, in the past, almost every month, we have some kind of art exhibit at the St. Gabriel Hilton Hotel or other facilities. So we're very enriched with this art program, and especially not just the paintings, but singing, dancing, we got all kinds. If you want to see Bollywood from India, we have that. If you want to see Chinese dancing, this Saturday we have an event. So yeah, we're fortunate to have this enriched culture in our city.
Okay, the next question is about stormwater. Any plans to partner with the county or other agencies to provide residents with containers and education on capturing stormwater?
Stormwater, okay. So right now we don't have too much rain. But if you like, we had actually in the past, the Upper St. Gabriel Valley Water District, they provide free rain barrels, and you can restore your rainwater and for your grass or your plants purpose. So try to save water. I don't water my lawn anymore. I let them to become gold. So gold is beautiful. Gold is better than green grass. And let me tell you why. Because we need water for our agriculture purpose. Agriculture is for food. Grass for nothing. You think green grass is beautiful? Nothing.
Okay, next question. With so many housing projects around the city, has there been any discussion with developers to include something in their upcoming project?
Senior housing.
Oh, senior housing.
Hey, I love you, Camille. So I just mentioned, we really don't have senior housing in our city. And like I said, we're just in an initial stage. And we attract hundreds of people come to the city hall and make phone calls. They want to register, so make sure they wait in line so they can have a affordable senior apartment. And guess what? The wait time is 15 years. I keep telling you gotta keep healthy. And if you are healthy, you can afford to wait another 15 years. Yeah, make sure you can last that long. So you register online. So there is a tremendous need for affordable senior housing in our city.
Next question is about our Dumpling and Beer Fest that we just had last month. They're asking...
signature event, because I like that, dumpling. We have so many dumpling restaurants in our St. Gabriel. I believe maybe at least a dozen, and every one of it is good. And beer, well, young people love beer. And beer, now we have all kinds of craft beer, strawberry, coffee, raspberry, you name it, blueberry, all kinds of beer. So young people like to have beer, and so I think this is a great combination instead of the traditional beer Oktoberfest. The German. I think German sausage and beer. I think dumpling is healthier. So this is a great event, and we'd like to keep going. And like I said, this year was a big success, and next year will be even bigger. And we ran out of food, we ran out of beer. So I think we just have to double the amount for next year.
And actually, if you're an advanced planner, we've already set the date for October 5th, 2017. Getting ready.
Hey, great. Thank you.
All right. The last question I have, unless anybody else has one, go ahead and hand it to staff. It says, how can business such as professional service and engineering help the city to improve infrastructure, stormwater, and development review?
Well, that's a good question, and actually, I think it's an important one. If there is such an engineering company, they can look at our, St. Gabriel is only a very small city, 4 square miles, and we have 4 parks, and most of them are small. And so for our, stormwater infrastructure, we need a bigger open space. For instance, we were thinking about maybe work with neighboring city. For instance, Alhambra, they have a big park, and we can, work together because there are 11 cities tied into this watershed. So we have to improve our pollutants in the runoff. So I appreciate your comment. If you are an expert in this stormwater thing, I would love to meet with you and talk to you because and this is a big issue for all the cities in California, actually. And it's a mandate, but without funding. So we need all kinds of help. Any other questions? You can speak in Chinese. Just ask question in Chinese. 可以讲中文，你就不要客气了。你要说什么就尽量发表你的言语。我们主要的目的呢，还就是说跟你们有一个沟通所以如果你们能够给我们多意见的话，我们是更好。 Okay, so I don't see any more. Yes? Okay. 严高，严高，他很会讲中文的，他好，你来讲。
嗨，大家好。如果要是你有任何问题或者是提言的话呢，你可以跟大家沟通，然后我可以帮大家翻译。
是。他是我们这个 Gabriel 高中毕业的，你看他多好，中文、英文都好，然后气质又好。他的演讲呢是超过我100倍了啊！这个是我想是天生的，我不知道他怎么训练的啊。不过他的气质呢，有点像是我们习老大的夫人。啊？还没有，你帮他介绍。好啊。赶快啊 ，Cherry， 你有什么问题赶快问。Charlie? Oh, so we are asking any questions. But Yang is a graduate from Gabriel High School. She speaks fluent Chinese, of course English, and she's a great public speaker. She can do 100 times better than I do. So next time, she's going to run for the mayor of St Gabriel. Okay, so her question is, there are so many crimes happen in our community, and so the police department has any sort of, any especially cares to take care of these crimes. So maybe Chief Harris can say a few words.
Only a few. Well, I'm the brand new guy, so we're trying to evaluate. Somebody can translate for me. Trying to evaluate what's going on in the city right now.
我是新来的，所以呢，我现在正在去看城市需要有什么地方改进的地方。
The idea is to figure out ways to make sure the quality of life in this community soar and that you aren't negatively impacted by crime.
他说，我们主要的目标呢是想要提高生活质量，然后呢让那个罪恶的那个犯法的那些指数下降。
So the men and women of the police department, those in the other public safety departments, and everybody else within the city, we're going to come together and formulate plans throughout the course of our existence to make sure that you folks can enjoy that quality of life.
所以呢，我们的警察局、还有其他消防局、还有任何所有的公共人员、还有工作人员，都会一起努力加油。然后呢，为了确保我们的生活质量可以提高，所以呢，正在一起来整个城市做进一步的改善。
For details, for anybody here who wants to give details or actually have some input, the first Wednesday of every month, we're going to do a 411 with the chief, and you can come in there and ask any questions you like. And we can really have a one-to-one discussion or a group discussion, however you prefer, and you can get all kinds of information.
所以，如果要是你有问题，或者是有更多想要知道的资料的话呢，每一个星期三，每月的星期三，我们有一个411跟警长的一个411，你可以过来提问，或者是有任何问题跟我们沟通。
And finally, if you have any questions for me specifically, you can call me directly. Call the police department, ask for me, and I'll speak to you directly.
如果要是你对我有任何问题的话呢，你可以直接来找我，我们可以打电话，然后呢，你打电话警署跟我说要跟我对话就可以了。
That's a good one. Someone asked if he is single. I said, yeah.
不说。
Thank you. So every month there's a date with Chief Harris, okay? Make sure you show up. You have a question?
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Phil Paul, and I've met your mayor many times already. But I've never heard him speak about the problems that you have here in the city of San Gabriel. And when I was listening to him, I realized that I may have something for the city of St. Gabriel that can raise funds for your senior housing. And that I mentioned to you before would be for the city to apply for its own ESP, that's becoming an energy service provider, so that you don't have to pay the high rates to Edison. You can provide your own energy through new technology that, for instance, is a trash to energy. You trash for the city and you produce energy out of it at maybe 4 or 5 cents per kilowatt hour. And you can use the difference, you can team up with someone, you can use the difference to pay for your senior housing. You can probably float a bond for that because you can pay for it through your future energy needs.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Any more? Okay, well, if there's no more questions, or you can talk to me afterwards. 你们可以留下来跟我私底下沟通。Okay, I want to thank you for coming out today and have the good rest of the day. I hope we can have a dance party here, but I don't think we're allowed. We don't have a band, but I can sing. Yeah? Okay, anyway, thank you again for coming out and thank you for supporting San Gabriel!
If you'd like to see the full presentation from today, it's already available on our website at stgabrielcity.com/state of the city. So